guys. So this is going to be a speed build that I decided to do. I challenged myself to base it off of one of the houses that I lived in. And it's all from memory, of course, but I wanted to challenge myself and see if I could replicate it straight from memory. I put a crap ton of detail into this build, and it took me over 7 hours to build this to all together. Like I did, of course, take a break, but it took 7 hours to build this particular house. And you wouldn't think it would because it's not a huge house, but it's a huge lot. Like I ended up moving it from this lot to another lot, one of the 40 by 30 lots, because I didn't have enough room. And quite frankly, even the 40 by 30 lot almost wasn't big enough for me. But anyway, it came out almost exact, which was pretty cool. And that's saying something for the mechanics of the way you can build in The Sims, because you can't like put basement stairs underneath stairs that lead to an upstairs room, or at least not that I've been able to find how to do it. So obviously the building mechanics just don't quite add up, and you know, that's okay. I improvised where I needed to improvise, and I actually ended up having to build this bottom area, this whole thing twice, because I accidentally did not save my game. And yeah, so so I ended up doing this twice, at least. No, just the house, like not the entire lot, but just the house I ended up doing twice. And yeah, I was just so glad. I was glad to do this build, but I was really glad that it was done because it took so long, but it came out beautifully. And that's what I'm most proud of when it comes to my builds, is that when I'm done, I'm pleased with them. So, and I have been going through these items, and I've noticed that there are a lot of items that now I want to try to get into recoloring because they just don't have the options, the color options that I was hoping for. There's a lot of customization in this game that I wish that we had, that we don't have, that I feel like The Sims 3 had, or maybe even Sims 2 had, for at least customization options that we don't. And I'm not saying The Sims 4 is a bad game. I wish we had more customization options, uh, mainly because I don't know. I just don't have color options like the way that I want them. Like having a window, the outside of the window be one color while the inside of the window be another color. And I know that's probably extremely difficult to accomplish without, recolors, but it was frustrating. So I did the best that I could. And there's door options that I didn't have that don't quite match up. Like I wish that we had an archway, like the archway that I'm going to put in for from the living room to the kitchen. When you see it, I don't know what it's called, but we don't have that archway without a frame, and I wish we had that archway without a frame so that it could just be like a cutout of the wall, but it's not. And just small things like that I wish that I could have had to incorporate into the build. Obviously, I end up moving this, like I said, I think it's to a 40 by 30 lot because I wanted to do the whole lot. So I wanted to do like the yard, and I even included a garage, and I put cars cars and everything in the yard. This is probably one of the most extensive builds that I've done to date because it took so long and I just added so much detail. I think the only thing that I didn't include are the light switches. And I think that's simply because I would have had to have downloaded custom content. I don't even know if The Sims has custom content light switches. I did include one custom content item in this build, and it is a modular, like it's a modular sectional that was created by Illogical Sims. And I will link it in the description below if you want to download this build and you want to have everything exact. You can then follow that link to his page to download his beautiful custom content sectional. And in my opinion, it's totally worth it. But of course, you don't have to. But if you do search for this on the gallery, make sure that you click include custom content, because it does have the one piece of custom content in it. Other than that, everything else is strictly in-game items that you get with all the packs that are included. You probably will need more than this. Is not just base game compatible, I will say that. You'll probably need quite a few of the packs, because I think if I had just gone with base game items, I never would have been able to do this build. At least not to make it aesthetically pleasing to my eye. Not to match anyway. I'm not saying that the basic base game items aren't pretty. They are. They just wouldn't match what I was trying to do. And I do put doors here, but it's they're more decorative. They don't function. They're just there for decoration. So again, if you download it and you want to use it and you want to remove the doors, be my guest. They don't. The sim can walk straight through them. I mean, it's not blocking their path to get to the room, but it looks funny because they just walk right through the door. The door doesn't open. But I did it because, you know, decoration, and it was accurate to what I was trying to do. So yeah, you can remove them if you want. It's no big deal. I do include pet items as well. Again, if you don't want them in there, feel free to remove them. And I don't know, this was just a challenge for me because everything was based on memory, and I don't know. I don't feel like I did a really good job. I feel like I completed my challenge, and I I was trying to make a centerpiece here. Those were going to be custom content shelves, but it wasn't letting me do what I wanted to do with them. I'm going to experiment more with this because I was trying to like get them to sit, and you can tell like it wasn't functioning the way that I wanted. So instead I did something a little different, and I included an actual counter space. And this is not it. Again, this was me just fiddling with it, trying to see if I could get the items I wanted. Of course, coffee pots can't be placed on, you know, regular tables. So then I decided, well, I'll just make, you know, counter spaces instead. So this part took a while, but anyway, it came out decent. The coffee pot actually functions. So you can get to it and use it, which is pretty cool. It gives you some extra counter space, and it just looks a little neater. A little bar area. I guess you could put a bar stool on the other side. I don't know. I haven't tried that yet, but it's a smaller house. It's a smaller house, but the lot itself had to be bigger because I wanted to include the yard and the garage and, you know, the shed. So I actually did build a shed. I actually built a garage. I found garage, quote unquote, garage doors, no CC garage doors, on the gallery. So if they're not functioning doors, they're basically just pieces of art that were created and sized up, and they look like garage doors. So they're there for decoration purposes only. Clearly, we're not going to have functioning garage doors. We don't even have functioning cars. But I did manage to do that. They are no CC. So if you want those, you can always, you know, go, and I recommend looking for them. Just type in no CC garage or something like that, and you can find the garage doors. You should have them in game when you download this anyway, because it is considered art. So it should stay, but I don't know because, again, I haven't downloaded this into any of my other saves yet, so I don't know what pops up and what doesn't. I have play tested it, and the play test, everything works. Like I said, the doors don't function. They're just there for decoration. They walk right through them. But everything else, the bathroom, the kitchen, it's all functional. They can get to everything just fine. Nothing doesn't work. I did have to fiddle with the video game system because I couldn't figure out why the video game system wasn't working. And it turns out that the reason that was not working was because I didn't have seating close enough to the television. So I had to put 2 little seats over by the television. Which some of this that you're seeing is, you know, it took a long time. Some of this, so I didn't actually record every single little step because some of it I was trying to find while I had the video paused. So I was trying to get the right decorations or something like that, you know. So you'll see, like, I think I did the back room without recording it, and I think I did some of the basement, maybe some of the garage. I don't even think I recorded decorating the garage. I think, or the shed for that matter. I think I just did them, so they'll just kind of magically appear at the end of this. And I have some screenshots that I will obviously have at the end of the video to show you what the rooms look like completed. And I don't know, I'm really bad at really long voiceovers. I'm not good at this because I don't always have a bunch that I need to say. It's something I have to work on. There's a lot of uncomfortable pauses, I feel like. But anyway, I will go ahead and stop my voiceover here, and I will just let you guys see the rest of this speed build. And if this is some content that you like and that you want to continue to see, feel free to give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you don't like it. Whatever floats your boat. Feel free to subscribe and turn on the notifications. Hit the little notification bell if you want to get notified when I upload to my channel, which hopefully will be a little bit more often now. I'm starting to get some inspiration for some builds. I'm thinking about I might even do some Let's Plays if that's something that people are interested in. I have some ideas for some family Let's Plays that I want to do, and I don't know. So drop a comment, shoot a like or dislike. Like I said, whatever floats your boat. Subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to. Of course, you are not obligated to. And I am going to go ahead and finish this up with some music, and you guys can enjoy. Thank you so much for watching.